All right, so welcome to another Camaro restoration episode. And if you follow along with the channel, you know in the last episode we got the subframe back in. Matt and I did that together. It took us about 2 hours to do that and get the alignment right, but I feel really good that we got that done correctly. And that's kind of opened up the door for this, the next step, which is kind of reassembling the front end. And I got a lot of new parts to show you guys, and I'm excited to show them to you. I got new brake parts, I've got new steering parts, and I've got new suspension parts, and they're all on that bench behind me, and there's some over there too. So let's get into it, and let me show you guys what I got. All right, so here's my table full of parts, and I want to walk through these things with you and show you guys which parts I decided on, and then the part numbers for each one. So these are just dust caps, Dorman dust caps for the front hubs. 13977 is the part number there. I've got some extra lug nuts because I had to buy those because I had to drill one of mine out. And then I've got my new upper and lower ball joints here. These are Moog, M-O-O-G, and part number K6145T and K5208. And they're pretty highly rated, and I'm sure you guys have heard of them. And over here I got my hub seals, the grease seals in the back of the hub, which is part number 8871. That's a Timken part, obviously. And then I've got a set 6, two bearings there, and then a set 2 bearings there, and those are your inner and outer bearings on your hubs. All right, back in the back is another Moog part, and this is a part number K6146, and these are upper control arm, the mounting post for this, and it's I don't know if you can see that, but it's got an offset camber to it. And I did paint these because they were pretty dull, pretty flat black from the factory, or for when when I got them. And I did paint them, clean them up, make them look a little bit better. And it does say, I don't know if you can read that, wheel side. So that's make it a little bit easier to install. I don't even think I'll mess that one up. All right, so these are my new motor mounts and my new transmission mount. This is an energy suspension kit, and that is 3.1130R for red. And again, those come in black as well. I also got little pull-through bump stops, 3.9102R. That's what those look like there. That's for the upper control arm. And then for the lower control arm, you've got your bump stops here, and that is 9.9150R. So this kit here is another energy suspension kit, and it's 3.3105R, and that's the control arm bushings for the both sides of the control arms. So one of the things I bought is I bought a new sway bar, and it's a much bigger sway bar than what came with my Camaro anyways. So it's a 1 5/16 sway bar, so I had to buy some 1 5/16 bushings for the sway bar, and that part number is 9.5167R. And then the last energy suspension product that I'll show you is this. These are the sway bar end link sets, and that's part number 9.8117R. So obviously you can tell I'm a big fan of the energy suspension, but it's a high quality product, polyurethane, and it just I used it. Everything in my Jeep has the same energy suspension polyurethane bushings, body mounts, leaf spring. You know, everything is energy suspension. So high quality product, made in the USA, and never had any problems with it at all. All right, so all of this stuff right here is my new steering, and I replaced the entire. I replaced all the steering, and it's really one kit that you order on Summit, but it comes in a lot of different packages because I guess you can also get them individually. But this is your center link, and I might have to move the camera around here to get the part number 106-10066, and that's the center link. And then you've got your idler arm right here, and that's what that looks like. And that's part number 102-10012. These are your aluminum tie rod sleeves. I really like the way these look, and that part number is 105-10035. And then you've got two of these ends here, these tie rod ends, and it's 104-10373, and you've got 2 of the 7.3s right there, and then you've got another tie rod end down there, 7.4, and then you've got the last one, which is 7.5. All right, so as far as brakes go, I definitely want to be able to stop this thing, and it's going to have a really fast, it's going to be a really fast car, really high horsepower motor, and I want to be able to stop it. So I did invest in these Summit, this is actually Summit brand, and these are the slotted rotors and hubs, and part number there, 62002LC, and then part number here, 62002RC, and they are specific to the right and left sides. So that's what that R is. It's the right side, and then the L is the left side. And honestly, those look shiny and really expensive, but they really weren't that much more than new hubs, which I was going to buy anyways. All right, so the last thing I'll show you guys up here on the bench is this, and I did spring for these. This is the Wilwood brake caliper, and it's the dual piston brake caliper. Red, of course, and that's just going to look awesome on the car, but it's also going to give you a lot more stopping power with the dual piston in there. So very high quality product. I have Wilwood brakes on my Jeep as far as the master cylinder goes anyways, and always been really impressed with anything Wilwood. So the part number on these brake calipers is 120-10937-RD. I'm sure that's red, and it also came with I bought them as a kit. So you get two calipers, and then it comes with brake pads as well. And that part number is 150-8939K. So over here by the car, I've got everything kind of laid out here, and I've got my control arms that I cleaned up and painted, upper and lower, and I've got them on the right sides, hopefully. And I've got my spindles that I cleaned up and painted as well. And then kind of off in the back there, you can see the new dust shields that I got for the brakes, and I bought those and then just painted them with Duplicolor black. So as far as new parts go over here, you've got there's that 1 5/16 sway bar. That thing is really, really heavy, really beefy, and I like it. I didn't like the color initially. I don't know how well you can see that, but I think it's going to be okay, especially with the springs that are right beside it. I think those two will complement each other. And these springs are Hotchkis sport suspension, 1908F, made in the USA. And these are 2-inch lowering springs. So I wanted the front end to sit down a little bit, much lower than it comes from the factory, and I think that's just going to be a great combination. Cannot wait to put all this stuff back together. All right, so that's all the new parts, and the only thing that I'm missing that I didn't show you guys are front shocks, and I didn't show them to you because I don't have them. And for some reason I forgot to order them, so I ordered some front shocks, and they should be here in a couple of days, and I can get to work starting to put all this back together. I think it's going to look great, especially with those red Wilwood brake calipers. It's going to look really cool. All right, so as you can see, lots of new parts, and I'm super excited to get these things installed. And I know I've said this before, but I'm really excited about those the red Wilwood dual caliper or dual piston calipers. Those things are really, really sharp. They hurt a little bit when you do go to buy them, but in my opinion, and from what I know of Wilwood and their reputation and my experience with my Jeep, well worth it. And like I said, this car is going to be super fast, high horsepower, and I definitely want to be able to stop it and not have any concerns about safety with braking or anything like that. All right, so the next step is just to take all that stuff there that you see on the bench behind me and all the stuff over there and just put it all on the car. So I'm sure that's going to take a little bit of time, and I'll film I'll film that in the next video. I'm going to start out with pressing in the new ball joints and pressing in all the control arm bushings, and then I'll start getting the stuff on the car. I'm going to certainly replace the control arm hardware with new grade 8 stuff, and I've got to go get that and kind of size everything up. So it's going to take a little bit of time to get all that stuff put on there, but man, I can't wait till it's done. It's going to look great. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, leave them down in the comment section below. Did I miss anything? Did I not pick some good parts, or any experience with those Wilwood brake calipers? Anything like that, just drop it down in the comment section and let me know. Appreciate you guys checking out the video. Thank you for your support, and as always, thanks for watching.